Hamas attacked on the 7th of October last year. The terrorists killed 1,200 civilians and took 250 prisoners. After 15 months of bloody conflict, 33 live prisoners and 77 bodies remain in the Gaza underground. It was Sabbath in Israel on Saturday, but the government was in session with Orthodox ministers because matters of life and death were discussed. The agreement stipulates that Israeli hostages and the bodies of those killed will be returned to their families. On the other hand, the authorities in Jerusalem will release at least 1,600 Palestinian prisoners, although the exact arrangements are not known. After 15 months of brutal war, this agreement is difficult for both sides. About the truce, we ask God that the truce be implemented because people are really tired of death in their lives, the life of killing and the life of destruction. Life has become an unbearable hell when it comes to children, leaving aside psychological issues, the social situation, and the economic situation in many dimensions. We are sincerely suffering physically. We are suffering completely.
My name is Michael Iluz, and I am the father of Guy Iluz, who was kidnapped from the Nova Festival and murdered in Hamas captivity. I welcome this deal with a joy in my heart for every hostage saved, for every file saved. I want to thank President Trump, President Biden, and both administration for making this finally happen. This deal comes too late for my son Guy, whose life will not be saved, but it can be brought back home to burial here.
I don't think it's a good deal, but I think we need to bring what we can. And I hope everyone will come home alive soon.
I think that it's a good deal because the hostages are coming back home. We are waiting for them a long time, too much time. And there's also a problem with the deal because I think it can be much earlier, and there is much conflict. There's a problem that they are not coming back together, not all the hostages. Every 7 days, 3 hostages, but I'm so glad that they are coming back. We all are waiting for them, and it's a hope for the Israelis.
Today, Hamas is a shadow of its former power, but it still exists. It has survived, but the Middle East is very different today than it was a few months ago. A new government independent of the pro-Iranian and seemingly all-powerful Hezbollah is being installed in Lebanon. In September, the Israelis set off explosives placed in Hezbollah pagers and walkie-talkies, severely injuring hundreds of members of the organization. As a result, in December, Hezbollah was unable to help the collapsing regime of Bashar Assad in Syria. The new authorities in Damascus are promising peace and reconstruction rather than a continuation of the Holy War. As a result, Turkey has become the most important country in the region. We have received positive information from Gaza. It has poured some water on the fire in our hearts. Thanks to our intensive efforts and suggestions, a ceasefire agreement has been reached between the Palestinian resistance movement Hamas and Israel. We hope that after 15 months, the people of Gaza will be able to breathe a sigh of relief. A ceasefire began at 8:30 a.m. Sunday morning. On Saturday at the Gaza border, ambulances, trucks filled with food, medicine, and clothes for Palestinians were waiting to enter. Hopes are high. After decades of wars, peace in the Middle East is a hope for reconstruction and the return of countries like Lebanon to the economic map of the world. This round was won by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. According to unofficial information, he was the one who forced Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to make concessions by announcing that the United States would act decisively if there was no Middle East peace agreement on the day he was sworn in. As of yesterday, we already have peace in the Middle East, but Trump's reign will begin on Monday. What will then happen on Tuesday?